Welcome in, football fans. We are post week 6 football. Let me know how your team did down in the comments. You know what this is. This is our pre-week 7 power rankings. We're going to start top to bottom. Let me know where you think your team should rank. Also down in the comments. Starting with number 1. It's not going to change until someone dethrones them. They lose a game. They're battling through injuries. They're making it work. This is by far, I think, the best team in football. When the offense isn't booming, the defense is booming. When the defense isn't booming, the offense picks up the slack. And when they're on at the same time, teams are getting worked. And I mean, it's a different form of football. You can sit here and watch them all day and you can say they're not playing good football, but they're coming out with wins and they're absolutely getting it done. It doesn't matter if they get it done before the last quarter or if they get it done in the end of the last quarter. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs. And I have a lot of people telling me in my QB rankings video, Patrick Mahomes isn't QB 1 through 6 weeks. That is fine. I will never in my life, and I learned this from betting against Tom Brady, I will never bet against Patrick Mahomes. That's just how it is. Best quarterback in the league. Don't care what the stats look like. Watch how he plays, and you will see. At number 2, we have a team. Both these teams, by the way, on bye weeks this week. Nothing was really going to hurt them. They were 1-2 last week as well. We have the Minnesota Vikings. I think that this is one of the only teams, one of 3 teams, that can rival the Chiefs in a Super Bowl. I hope the Vikings don't hit one of those crazy walls. I hope they keep hooping. I love Sam Darnold absolutely thriving. Aaron Jones looks so happy in the offense. The defense is playing for him. The offense is getting the job done. It's just a fun football team to watch. When is the last time Vikings fans had this much fun watching football? I'll tell you, Adrian Peterson was probably still on the team. At number 3, a team that started a little slow. I think they're picking it up more and more every week. They found the identity. Now they're passing more. Watching this quarterback pass more is insane. You're like, oh, they're going to only beat you running. Lamar Jackson is going for a 3rd MVP. He doesn't even care about the MVP. I know what Lamar cares about. He wants to get that ring. And this team is looking unstoppable right now. The run game, the pass game is there. The defense is there. If they can keep this hot all year, they're going to have massive, they're going to give teams massive fits in the playoffs. At number 4, we have, and I think I moved them up from last week, the Detroit Lions. Dear God, were they treating the Cowboys like it was a preseason game? They were out there running hook and ladders with linemen. They had linemen out at wide receiver. They were running flea flickers to the tight end. They were treating the Dallas Cowboys like a preseason game. They put belt to you know what. 47 points. Super unfortunate they lost Aiden Hutchinson. I think they are going to have to make a trade for a D-end. Aiden Hutchinson, through 6 games, had 7.5 sacks. The rest of the D-line combined for 7.5 sacks. I think he had something crazy. I could be wrong, like 35 pressures. He was front runner for Defensive Player of the Year. Hope for a quick recovery. I'm not gonna lie, probably broke his leg. This sounds terrible. In the best place possible. Dallas, Texas has one of the best surgeons for stuff like that. Look at Dak Prescott, all I'm gonna say. We have the Lions at number 4. Jared Goff is out there actually hooping. I'm still saying he's a bus driver, but he is driving that bus like the best bus driver in the league. At number 5, we have the Houston Texans. No Nico, no problem. I did parlay a Tank Dell touchdown. Everyone was saying Stephon Diggs. I said, nah, Tank's getting in the end zone this week. They have the run game back. They have the passing game on lock. They have the defense on lock. This team, now I think they're going to get upset in playoffs. I just have that feeling. They look great. I just feel like the Texans are missing something. I just feel like they're missing something. I don't know what it is compared to the other top 4 teams. And I really think what's separating them, I think the Lions O-line is absolutely ridiculous. You have an MVP in Lamar Jackson. I think I could see the Vikings maybe becoming fraudulent and the Texans moving up, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. The Texans are looking solid right now. CJ Stroud definitely, and I know I wouldn't say this last year because I got to see more than 1 year of play, right? I got to see how you do into year 2. I got to see how you do into year 3. CJ Stroud, absolutely a top 10 quarterback. Probably absolutely a top 5 quarterback at this point. Give me the Texans at 5. At number 6, a team that just acquired much wide receiver help. They just won a football game last night on Monday Night Football. Give me the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen is playing the best football of his career. Now, it might not look as flashy as it does years before. He is protecting the football. He is getting them down into range. He is getting touchdowns. He is doing what he needs to do. If you protect that football, you're going to win football games. I think that's what he's realizing. Hey, I don't need to put this ball downfield. I need to get these first downs. I need to get us in a great scoring position. And he is absolutely doing that. I think Josh Allen has leveled up as a quarterback. These 6 teams right here are all so close and all could change at any moment in time. But like I said, just traded for wide receiver Amari Cooper. That is going to be a massive addition to that, let's be honest, very lackluster wide receiver core. I think he is going to do tremendous things for them. They're not even going to have to force it to him. They're just paying him $800,000. He'll probably go to another team this year if he doesn't resign. $800,000 on the books for a wide receiver like Amari Cooper. I can't believe teams weren't throwing more picks at the Raiders, or at the Browns for him, my bad. At the Browns for him. Raiders wide receiver on the move as well, Devontae Adams. We can't talk about that because the Jets aren't in the top 10. At number 7, a team that, so I said I wasn't going to move the Eagles out of the top 10. I'm going to let y'all know now. I moved the Eagles out of the top 10. At number 7, we have the Washington Commanders. Now, I know they lost to the Ravens, and I said going into the week, they were going to lose to the Ravens. I still think they showed great poise. I think they learned a lot. I think Jaden Daniels playing against Lamar Jackson is going to do amazing things for him. I think he probably learned a lot. It is going to be great to watch this team thrive as the year goes on. A little humbling from Lamar Jackson, a little humbling from a 2-time, probably almost 3-time MVP. Washington's going to be okay. The run game's there. You got a great quarterback. You have, and when I tell you, you cannot give it all to the players. I mean, obviously the players go out there and get it done. The coaching in this system is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. It is doing great things for Jaden Daniels, and he is thriving through it. Not saying he's an amazing talent, an amazing quarterback. The coaching is just putting him in perfect positions to get it done. At number 8, we have the San Francisco 49ers. Speaking of another beep, hop on board, boys. This is the Brock Purdy Express. Yes, they just beat my Seahawks. Yes, we're massively injured. I think the 49ers, they're always going to be in it, right? The defense is there. The offense is there. The run game is still there amidst CMC being out. You have, their wide receiver core is the best, potentially the best in the league, right? Debo, Ayuk has been silent, paid him all that money to not do anything this year, I guess. Jennings, absolute dog. George Kittle, absolute dog. Juszczyk, fullback, absolute dog. This team just has so much potential. I feel like they're underperforming. They're still a top 10 team. At number 9, 9 and 10 are a pair of division rivals. At number 9, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker leading the number 1 passing offense in the league. It might not be number 1 passing. He's leading the number 1 scoring offense in the league. I know that. Absolutely. And when I say that, their run game is almost non-existent. So he's slinging that rock. So they might be number 1 in passing. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if they can get it down on defense, it is going to be scary for that division. This team, another wide receiver core that is absolutely ridiculous. The run game kind of coming full circle. Bucky Irvin kind of taking over that backfield. Baker Mayfield. I can't say it enough. Whatever Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford taught Baker Mayfield in that very little time they spent together is absolutely ridiculous. Because he went from, I've always been a big Baker fan. He went from here all the way up to here. Love to see it. Love to watch the Bake Show. He brings the energy. And I think that is something that team needed. Filling Tom Brady's shoes is not possible, right? Unless you're maybe Patrick Mahomes. But I think Baker is great for Tampa. At number 10, another team in the division, we have the Atlanta Falcons. I said Atlanta's going to win 11 to 12 games this year. They started off a little rocky. Kirk Cousins looked a little weird in the offense. I think it was just him coming back his first game. They're looking great now. They're finally getting Bijan Robinson incorporated. They're getting the offense incorporated. They're getting Kyle Pitts incorporated. The offense is finally coming full form, and the defense has just been playing outstanding ball, in my opinion. Now, if I'm wrong, if the stats aren't backing that up, I'm sorry. Just from the eye test, I feel like the defense is playing a lot better than people thought it was going to be. So, the Atlanta Falcons round out our top 10. Let's run through it one more time. We have 1, the Kansas City Chiefs; 2, the Vikings; 3, Ravens; 4, Lions; 5, Texans; 6, Bills; 7, Washington; 8, 49ers; 9, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers; and at number 10, rounding it out, we have the Falcons. Let me know if your team made the top 10. Let me know if I have someone too high. Let me know if I have someone too low down in the comments. Don't forget, like and follow.